Oh. Guess I'm leaving the simulation for the time being.
Bex, I'm coming out.
Oh. Okay.
Steady, Layla.
That was weird.
Were you watching my feed? What the hell was all that?
I think that was the solution to our problem.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Desmond.
Desmond, what about him?
He was just a bartender before he joined us. Not even a very good one. And that's when he learned his real purpose. He was like a... I don't know, like a singularity. You know? A vanishing point. All of human history seemed to converge on him.
In 2012, the sun threw off a mass coronal ejection so large, it should have wrecked all life on Earth.
I remember. I worked at Abstergo then.
It was Desmond who saved us. He knew how to stop it.
Abstergo claimed credit for that. Something about their satellite network.
That's bullshit. It was Desmond. He pulled the switch that saved the world.
But that switch is still on. Still generating a magnetic field. One that's growing stronger every day.
The temple Eivor found. That's where the field originates.
Exactly. And it's been running for 8 years. Getting stronger and stronger. It'll be dangerous now. Heat, radiation.
Doesn't matter. We have to fix it. Shut it down.
No. Slow it down. It's still protecting us.
All of this is starting to make sense. Everything I've done, everything I've learned, it led me here to this moment.
You'll need the staff for this one. For protection. Otherwise, you won't make it past the first gate.
Right, of course. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. I'll pack the van.
And I'll contact our ship. It can be in Boston Harbor by tomorrow night.
Thanks, Bex. Thanks for keeping it steady in there.
Speak with her a
You
bit more.
surf this thing better than anyone I know.
That's not true, is it?
Well, nearly. Be careful out there. And come back in one piece.
Thanks, Bex. I'm ready.
It's a long way to Beantown. Hop in.
Alright. So we're progressing the outside storyline.
Sean, I'm here.
Ah, good. Your signal's already a little wobbly. Are you inside?
Not yet, but there's 100 feet of ice above me.
All right, we may lose touch when you push through, so remember what we talked about. Watch your meters carefully, for radiation especially, and keep the staff close.
Got it.
Standing by.
Zawaho en nakwat. Unsme borturwan di guarde. Ul solos fras hunakudide. Unzum huraz, vesderehaz, zohumsi. hear you. The elevator still works.
75,000 years. What's another millennium or two?
It's getting hotter already.
Yes, by our reckoning, it's gonna go up by about 16 degrees Celsius.
How does it draw so much power?
Tectonics is our best theory. The movements of the Earth's crust, the churning lava beneath. Huge source of energy.
That's tech humans should have. Energy, not pieces of Eden.
Well, when all this is over, we can get a startup going, you know? Get a little workspace, buy a van, just the three of us.
Shit, you're breaking up, Sean.
Say that again, please. You're breaking up.
Forget it. I'll call you when I'm topside.
Why don't you try calling us when you're
Everything's
topside?
rotten now.
Something like that.
Here we go.
There's the crystal machine again.
There you are. You're working overtime. Must have collapsed when the ice melted.
Right.
Whoa! Steady.
Alright. It's gonna be my best shot.
A pool of water. From all that melted ice.
It's through here. There we go.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
I look down. Ooh, close one. I got it. A lot more climbing involved here than when Eivor had to go through this. I have to keep heading up. Yep.
Why would anyone want to end their life here? Unless they felt it was just beginning.
It's funny, the part I ate as A4 disappeared, but the last two stayed. Probably should have walked around.
It's just like the Animus. It's just like the Animus.
So it's this taking me to the endless.
This is Eivor's Valhalla. Or a simulation of it. So what am I looking for? Will I know it when I see it? Something feels off.
What happened to the building? Great. Can I not go through?
What is this?
Interesting.
Are you doing this? Are you pushing this machine to its limit?
We will never end.
Uther,
So here we went.
Verdandi,
Fealty to
Skuld.
our master.
Who's your master? Is he here?
Bassam. He's been here this whole time.
They flatter me. I am only a guest in their world. A world spun of wishes and hopes.
Bassam, you sent the message. You led us to Eivor's grave.
Yes. A hopeful message, was it not?
How? You've been trapped here for a millennium. Eivor put you here.
Indeed. But I'm not alone in this place. Not always. I have a friend who helps me. Together, we read the calculations. After we located Eivor's probable resting place, I contacted you. Through the digital lasses that enwebs this earth like a spider's nest. In our day, all the world was connected like this. A superorganism of technology. The staff you carry, the temples you have visited, it speaks as one. May I show you something?
I imagine you can do anything you want in this place.
Not as much as you might think. I am tethered to my body in a most uncomfortable way.
But you can slow this machine down. You know how it works.
Yes. We'll do it together. For another catastrophe is near at hand. This node of time has an ugly way of correcting itself. Go ahead.
You're a hard man to trust. You must know that.
You're not obliged to trust me. But this is all I can offer.
God damn it.
Silence, Udur. Verdandi. Skald. Be at ease. Your day of rest has come.
At peace. At last. We rest.
Is that it? Is it done? Bassam! Where are you? What is that?
Stop. Wipe everything. Run it again. Layla. Hello.
You know me?
Yes. Through the calculations I read here in the gray. 8 years ago, the odds of your arrival were 15,055,003,276 to 1. As the years passed by, those odds improved. And as of yesterday, near even. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
Who are you? And what is this?
I am the reader of the calculations. All these, possible futures for you and the world outside. I have spent much of my new life reading these, searching for a way to finish everything we started so long ago. It begins here. You slow down this machine and save the world, from which point all possible futures expand. Millions upon millions of possible roads. But in every one, another catastrophe recurs. The node collapses and the world is wiped out. The human race dwindles and fades. I must keep looking. I must find the solution for you. I must leave you with something.
This node. This is right now where I slow down this machine?
Yes. I start all my calculations from this point. The only thing I know for certain.
That seems limiting.
How do you mean?
What if you went back further, to 2012 when Desmond saved the world?
Desmond.
What if he didn't save the world? What if he walked away and let the world burn? Look at those timelines. Read them instead.
I see. An interesting idea. Fascinating. Billions upon billions of new timelines to explore.
Exactly. These are timelines that never came to pass, but they could have. If Desmond had let the world be destroyed, maybe the humans that survived would have learned something from the disaster. And maybe in one of those timelines they could have found a way to prevent it from happening ever again.
That is brilliant. How did you come to that idea?
If you spend too much time narrowing down what's possible, you may never give another thought to the improbable.
Thank you for your insights, Layla.
It's only the beginning. We have a lot of data to sift through.
Are you staying?
Until we find something useful, I will. I don't want this to happen ever again.
You may not have much time, Layla. The machine is powered down, but the radiation, it will linger for decades. By my calculations, you have 73 seconds before your exposure is lethal.
I'm not worried. I have the Staff of Eden. It heals and protects.
No. You do not.
What? How? Of course.
Of course.
Fuck! All right. We'll find a solution together. However long it takes. And if that means I can never leave, so be it.
Alright, she dropped it once he was grabbed.
I owe this to the people I hurt. The people I love.
Yes. I know the feeling.
Let's get going, huh? A few billion timelines might take a while.
It will. But it will not feel like it. That is what I like about this place.
Oh, this can't be good. Pass the staff. That's what happened.
You with me.
I'm with you.
It
Alethea.
worked perfectly, my dear.
Is the Mad One here?
No, my love. Only we remain.
And Layla?
The air of memories fulfilled her role perfectly. Now then, a new world awaits.
Oh shit.
Sean. Bex. I had a choice. And I chose to stay. You'll wonder where I am. You might wonder if I am. I don't know how to answer that. But I'm not afraid. And I'm not alone. We have work to do. Work that may take us days or years. It's impossible to say. But we'll finish it. What I mean is, don't come looking for me. It's too dangerous and too late. Take care of yourself. Take care of the world we still have. And take care of...
You see, she's fine. In a manner of speaking.
A manner of speaking. Jesus, we have to find her.
You heard her. She doesn't want to be rescued.
Bullshit.
In any case, there's nothing left to save. Not after this long.
Because of you. You left her there.
This is all a bit much, I know. I'm in the same situation.
Nope. You're in a class all your own, man.
We're assassins now? Not hidden ones?
From the Arabic, Hashishin.
Ah. And do we have a mentor? Is that still the practice?
We do.
Name?
William Miles.
William Miles. I'd like to meet William Miles. Would you bring him to me?
We can call him. Encrypted line. You can talk to him right now.
No technology. Face to face. A meeting of minds.
Still don't
It's time
trust
to
him.
take the fight to these Templars, as you call them. I won't go anywhere, my friends. Your animus is in good hands.
How much do you know?
My dear, we invented such things long, long before you did. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
A4.
It's a nice place to die, Eivor. Not everyone gets to choose. You bested me. I don't know how, but you did. Yet, I'm the one left standing. And now, I can take from you anything I want. Your memories, your skills, your secrets. They're all mine. And when I have them, I will put them to good use. To find my children. And bring my family back together.
But they'd all be dead now, too.
A quiet place to find an end. I almost envy you.
I guess I'm playing as Spasm now. Little strange. And I'm still pretty sure he's a bad guy. Strange message. An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted, just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time, so what is it? A cryptic file? Voice unknown with the signal beneath it. The signal was a code. Led us to a precise spot here in New England. We dug, and good lord, we struck gold. Well, silver. Dominant currency in the Dark Ages. Point is, it was a grave site, a Norse warrior dating to the 9th century, early 10th century AD, a few centuries before the earliest known settlements. This is big news if we have it right. Questions remain, how did these bones get here, and why? Alright, that was just about Avil.
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all garbage must be packed out. And please water the plants once a day. Poor little plant. I looked like you not long ago. Hold tight, love. A new world has opened to us. Once I get my bearings, there is nothing we cannot achieve. Well done, young man. You are onto something.
The Hidden Ones. Eivor has spent quite a lot of time with Basim now, and together with Hytham, it gives us a clearer picture of the Hidden Ones in the 9th century. They are recognizable as assassins in all but name, which makes me think they evolved quite naturally into what we know from Altair's time. The word assassin comes from the Arabic word for hash smokers. It may be the Hidden Ones adopted this epithet as a mark of pride more than anything, turning an insult into a mark of pride. Curiously, I do not remember one passing reference in some of the old literature about Hytham being one of the first assassins back in England after the Exodus around 430 AD. I should contact our London bureau for Edward Kenway's papers. Had he read about this early assassin? Is that why he named his son as he did? It seems likely. The Yggdrasil Chamber. Layla has located a new Isu temple, the Yggdrasil Chamber, for lack of a better term. She is there now, searching for a way to slow it down and return the world to some sense of normalcy. Many pieces now fall into place, and a theory emerges. In 2012, Desmond Miles managed to activate a network of Isu temples and devices in such a way that it amplifies the Earth's magnetic field, one that shielded us from the mass coronal ejection that should have dealt civilization a fatal blow. But in the 8 years that have passed, it appears this magnetic field has been growing ever since, and now the cure to what ailed us becomes the disease. The magnetic field that saved us threatens us all over again. But what is driving this increase? The Yggdrasil machine, a simulation device not unlike our Animus, but perhaps fed on calculations, not memories, seems to be an overclocked state, for lack of a better term. What is the cause of this? Only Layla can tell us for sure. So many questions. I eagerly await her return. King Alfred, aka Alfred Rex, Alfred the Great. What do we know about him? Famous for his holy vision of uniting all the kingdoms of England, one country under one rule, sort of a United Nations of England, maybe, or just England. He never saw this vision come to fruition, though he laid the foundation for it, too busy fighting Vikings. Strangely, Shakespeare never wrote a play about Alfred and the Vikings. Missed opportunity that. Now is the summer of our peace and calm, made clamorous winter by this loon of Jorvik. The Order of the Ancients. The more we see of the Order of the Ancients, the less they resemble the Templars as we know them today. How did this evolution take place? This older order was obsessed with our Isu precursors. They worshipped them as gods, aspired to their status and power, and covered their works and weapons. In the name of order, yes, but with a very strict hierarchy that placed the Isu well above humankind. Falke, nicknamed the instrument, has also wielded that term as an adjective. She believes that humans were deeply flawed, lesser beings meant to serve. The Templars believe in man, a more admirable approach, I will admit. Could it be the modern instruments of the First Will represent some sort of return to the distant past? A revival of a dead order? Did they never truly vanish? North settlements in England must send a team to excavate at the settlement location discovered through Layla's simulation. River Neen near modern Leicestershire Will we find bodies, grave goods, evidence of war? Plenty of precedent to go on here. Most towns in England ending with Thorpe and by were founded by Norse warriors. Even York comes from Jorvik, a Norse mutation of Jorforwick. Evolution works at all levels on humans and language. Excuse me. We know that the language of the settling Norse was a close cousin of the Old English spoken by the Saxons. In this way, they were mutually intelligible in the most basic ways, at least. This would account for the rapid success of the Norse when conquering and integrating with the locals. Shower thought if the Americans still spoke English, they could invade the UK with similar success. Guess it's time for a bath.
The
I'm to
bleeding
enter the
effect
Animus.
shouldn't take long to kick in. A few days at most. So here we go.